everyone. My name is LotusMaje. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. Come on in, suss out the vibes, grab a seat, enjoy the tea. And I mean the literal tea as in you drink, not that I'm spreading news. Um, I wanted to clarify that. I never really clarified what I meant by that. But anyways, you see the title of this video, you see the thumbnail. Today we are going to be doing a reading on Hero Phineas or Hero Finds Tiffin, I think is how his name is pronounced, and then Josephine Langford. Only thing I know about these two is I've seen them from the memes for that After movie. Is kind of like a Wattpad. It was made out of a Wattpad story or a Tumblr story or something like that about Harry Styles. So I think it's what, 3 or 4 movies. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joanna Gomez. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Let me know. Because this is a requested video. Thank you for the recommendation. And here you go. So the only thing I know about them is all the little meme things. And then if you ever seen Kenny JD, she loves this story. And I'm laughing because I'm being sarcastic. She does a couple of reviews on this as well. You guys should all check it out. I'll probably link it up here as well so you can see what I'm talking about. She loves like those B, C rated movies, and she kind of reviews them on her channel. So it's or at least she used to. I haven't seen a couple of videos from her lately, but at least she used to. So it'll be interesting to see what this last one is going to be, because is it, I don't know, what's the last movie? I haven't even seen the first one, so I haven't watched any of them, to be honest. I just know the actors from the memes I've seen on like Twitter and stuff like that, of people like making fun of it. I think now the shows are on Netflix, or at least like the first 2 or 3 films is on Netflix, but I'm assuming it is coming to an end, because like how far can you stretch this, especially with like this whole writers strike. So yeah, with all of that being said, I do want to point your attention down to the bottom here where it says statements made in this video are alleged for entertainment purposes only. I put it at the bottom of all of my videos every time. I don't care what it is, just because I want to make sure I am protecting myself as a broke creator out here in the world. You can also find it down in my description box below, and I am stating it verbally now as a triple seal, because your girl does not have coins, okay, to be giving anyone for somebody being upset about something I said, or I forgot to say allegedly later on in the video or something. So that's why that is here. Without further ado, if you do not know, if you have not been clued in, this is a tarot channel. Yay! So if tarot, astrology, numerology, divination, etc., is something that disturbs your spirit, something you do not like, something that does not resonate with you, something that you find stupid, whatever the case may be, this is now your time to click off this video, because I do not want to keep you here. I'm sure there's other things on YouTube that will be far more entertaining to you. And, you know, I bid you adieu, but thank you for the view. With all of that being said, let's get into this reading. See here. So I'm probably just going to refer to him as Hero and Josephine throughout this reading, because I'm not going to say that whole name the entire time. So let's get into Hero's energy and how he feels about Josephine. Puppet actor. Energy and how he feels. Okay, so I had some fall on the ground here. 1 second. Okay, let's see here. All right. The death card makes me feel like he's really ready to leave this whole after franchise behind. Um critiques was something that came up a lot. Like I think maybe he feels like people doesn't take his acting serious. So I feel like he is ready to leave this all behind. Does he feel like this role has kind of painted the way people see him personally? I don't know what that is supposed to mean exactly, but I do feel like he is ready to move on from this franchise. He also has the strength card and the upright on the bottom, followed by the King of Swords. Ooh, the Lovers and Justice. Typecast is something that feels like is coming up in this though. Like, is it the fear of being typecast, or he has been typecast? Excuse me, I had to walk away. My sugar was dropping. I needed sugar. So now I should sound more perky. But yeah, something about being typecast is coming up in this. I think he is ready to walk away because I feel like he thinks people probably don't take his acting chops seriously because of this. Okay, his stuff just reads real depressing. I would not be surprised if he goes into hiding for a little bit after this and hopes people forget, kind of like doing some rebranding or something here. Why does he feel like he doesn't have a choice? The underlying energies here is friendship and appreciation, but it's also followed by extremism in the reverse. I gotta be honest, I'm not really getting a beat on him. I'm not sure what this energy is. Here go that setback and stuff again, though. The orator speaks to communication and confidence. We also have patience here with the aspirant, which speaks to ambition, diligence, and setbacks. And then he has loss, but production and creation. Is he trying to walk away from acting or something, or from this? Again, walking away from this project is coming up clear, but for some reason, a choice or something, he feels like robbed of a choice. Or like a lack of options. Maybe that's probably the better way to say that. A lack of options, a lack of choices, of known or available choices. Okay, let's see what is her name Josephine? Okay, yeah, let's see what Josephine's energy is, and then we're gonna see how they feel about each other because I'm not really getting a B on him. This just feels very like ugh. It's just heavy. Is it any of these two? No, I need one more card. One more card. Jeez Louise. What's the underlying card? Two of Wands. I'm ready to move on. I need to make a decision. Where am I going to go? So something that seems to come through clear is that neither one of them feel like they benefited from this movie. I don't know if like on a professional level, maybe they made money. Maybe they have experienced a material return, but I feel like it cost them kind of like it cost them face. I don't know how else to say it. It cost them face. Like it cost them respect. It cost them yeah, like both of their energy feels the same in the sense of just like, ugh, I'm tired. I'm ready for it to be done. I'm over it. This was not fulfilling. Um, I'm ready to close the door. I had to bend them back into shape. Yeah, see, they both feel like this has something to do with their career, like this affected their career in some kind of way. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna note these, that's why I'm putting them to the side. Okay. Rebellion, secret. Ooh. Somebody's planning to shake some shit up. But the cards that did come out that hit the table, but we're not really counting, but I just want to note we have restlessness, influence, caution, independence, health, and birth. But the underlying energies is organization and achievement. That's interesting because this seems to read totally different from what fell out for her on the desk. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like she's probably going to come out of this better than he is once everything is over and done with. I think he's ready to just throw it all in the trash. He's ready. Yeet! Her, I think she's willing to take this and kind of have it catapult her somewhere else. To what? I'm not sure. She seems like somebody who's gonna shine dirt in the gold. She seems to think she has something more to look forward to after the this is all said and done. And that's probably why she's ready for this to be over with. I think she has something else in the chamber that she's ready to kind of like move on or work toward or do. So we have here the enchanter, deception, trickery. But it does come up in reverse for her. So was she reads very sneaky, very conniving. She reads pretty ruthless. What is this? The witch, experimentation, rebellion. She got rebellion again, huh? Let's see if it's actually supposed to come out. No, that bumped my finger. Yeah, she has something else after this. If it's gonna succeed, I don't know. But I'll tell you, her energy reads very conniving. It's something about her family, her foundations, her community, her network, her circle is in trouble. Because with the founder here and the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the experimentation, the witch is coming up again and underneath. I'm trying to understand here. His energy reads very kind of like disenchanted, detached, apathetic. Hers read like ready for a new start, but she's gonna probably hit a snag in her career or something like that, but she's still gonna make things happen. Like it feels like she kind of, like when you get ready to leave a job and you start to type up that letter maybe for like, oh, I'm about to put in my 2 weeks, and then you get a call from the job that you thought you were gonna have, and they're like, well, technically we had to pull a funding on that because this and this happened, and so now you're stuck trying to, or you're like thrown off your equilibrium and trying to figure out your next move because you wasn't expecting that. Like you already had your foothold and you were getting ready to, pull yourself up and it crumbles kind of thing. It kind of shakes your confidence a little bit. That's kind of like the best way I can explain her energy. But let's see here. What is the energy between the two of them? I might have to redo this reading because it's just like not coming up clear for me. Might have to use some different cards. How does Josephine Lanford feel about hero fiennes-tiffin? Josephine Lanford feel about hero fiennes. How does hero fiennes-tiffin feel about Josephine Lanford? Okay, what is the energy between the two actors? Hero and Josephine. What is the energies between surrounding Hero and Josephine? So I have 3 cards here that kind of wants to come up. So let me see. I gotta make room for this. So we have the Empress, the 5 of Cups. Is that all on there? Yep. 5 of Cups, the Moon. The 5 of Swords, to me, how he feels about her is that she's kind of like a backstabber. I don't know. Have these two been in beef or something on set? This 5 of Swords feel like kind of like backstabber energy. And then she has the like, I'm ready to move on, but can't quite do it yet. So with the 3 of Wands here, the 3 of Wands, usually in the upright, it speaks to kind of like, again, knowing that next move, and you're getting ready to kind of like launch off, stepping off into the next step. Like you may have not planned it all the way, but you kind of know what your next steps are. You made your choice and you're committing to it. But this one with the 3 of Wands in reverse, to me, it makes me feel like, is she like she's unsure about him. Maybe she thought, maybe they kind of had like some kind of agreement between them, and it fell through, something didn't quite work out right. And look, we got here the Fool. And I don't know if this is this project, the whole after project. And what's another familiar card that comes up underneath here? The Death card. There were some tough financial choices that came up with this movie. Again, it just makes you feel like, did it cost me my career? Did it cost me the future? These two didn't have a relationship, did they? That ended sourly? Or maybe like a friendship or something? I feel like there was some, I don't, again, and relationships and business can sometimes be so confusing because sometimes they can read so much like each other. But I don't know if they had like some kind of mutual agreement, or if they had like a behind the scenes kind of relationship that was going on. And that's why a lot of this, like, I don't want to be around you energy is coming up. Like, I'm okay to take it or leave it. well, I'm okay to leave this alone. And a part of me also feels like this may be we're ready to separate because anytime people see us two together kind of thing, they always think about this film, which probably hasn't been the best experience for either of us. And I would rather, kind of like leave that behind, leave that alone. You okay, babes? Why is this moon card here between these two? Yep. Look at that. I can't really escape you, but I want to. They're not doing another movie, is it? Is it like, it feels like almost as they're stuck in like some kind of contract with this company. Like we have to, like you have at least two more. You're on the hook for two more movies or something. Look, I have way too many flip over in here, so 1 second. Why is Josephine's energy choice hero coming up like this? Yeah, why is... Okay, let's see here. Why is Josephine towards energy choice hero the 3 of Wands in reverse? Why is Josephine's energy choice hero the 3 of Wands in reverse? Energy choice hero. Okay, we kind of got two here. Y'all see what that say? Affair? Did she proposition him and he didn't take up on it? Why is hero's energy choice Josephine the 5 of Swords? Yeah, see, like I said, he feels like she's a cold-hearted snake. She's a social climber. Yep, manipulative. A backstabber. Yep, here we go with influence, restlessness. He does not think kindly about her at all, is what I'm getting. I think that's why he can't wait to get away from this. She has probably not been the best person to work with during this. Something about this, like you feel like neither one of them really have a choice in the matter about these movies or something. Like, I don't know. It just kind of feels like they're signed up for another film, which I hope not. I really thought this would be coming to an end. Like, are people even still watching them? Apparently people are, but... And it's no judgment. Seriously, it's no judgment. I'm just kind of like, how far can you go with like a toxic relationship? Being depicted on screen. I mean, even 50 Shades of Grey had to stop after 3 movies. Really could have stopped after like 2. But then I also hear they're supposed to be doing another 365 days. So, whew. And I only seen the first one. I couldn't keep up. I think Josephine needs to be careful because if her ambitions is getting the best of her, yeah, she's gonna struggle. She's gonna be in a tough position. And it's going to be something pretty damaging to her reputation. It's probably going to be pretty hard to get out of, and it's going to follow her for a long, long time. So I think she needs to be careful. The unseen potential, hesitation. We have, here we go, ambition again, diligence, setbacks. And what's this other one? Deception and trickery. What's the underlying energy? The hero, small regrets and longing. And I think both the regrets is on both sides. It's with both parties. I think both of them do feel like they didn't really get to show their full potential, hence the air. I think people in Hollywood probably are hesitant to hire them from anything else. So they probably feel stuck like they have to kind of do this role because how else are they going to get anything in? But again, I could see, I mean, I feel like they could still kind of break out of this, even if they were to do like another romance movie. They wouldn't have to do it together, but you know, maybe they both branch off and do a romance movie with someone else. And they're actually entrusted to somebody who allows them to show their full acting chops or whatever. You know, it kind of like rebrands them a little bit where they kind of get stuck in doing romantic films moving forward or something. Or maybe he kind of go behind the scenes on things. I'm not sure, but I think it's still opportunity here because again, it says unseen potential, but there's hesitation because I feel like it's more so of self doubt because they haven't really had much success with anything else, and then a lot of the critics, the negative reviews. However, I do think they're both going to experience some setbacks after this whole thing is done, after it wraps. Um, that's like pretty obvious here. I'm not able to create or go further here, you know, with the Empress and the aspiring, the Empress in reverse. You know, I'm not able to trust in my craft and what I built. So I'm gonna kind of have to go back to the drawing board. I'm gonna have to kind of hibernate a little bit, rethink before I move forward. The Five of Cups, mourning something that is lost and not paying attention to that one opportunity that golden opportunity, that thing kind of off on the side that I could potentially reach out to and grab a hold of and you know go. It's obviously something they gotta let go of. I'm not sure exactly what that is. We have the moon card here. Usually the moon speaks to things that is unseen, things that are unseen, things that are not clear, things that are kind of like still emerging, that's still kind of like percolating underneath. That's what I get with the moon card. And then with the enchanter, deception, trickery, I think that is all dealing with her. I don't know what is it about Josephine. She just reads like a typical Hollywood person, cutthroat, manipulative, ready to do what she can to get to the top, be at the front. But I think that also lends to her creativity and just being able to kind of make something out of nothing because she definitely comes up with like hustler energy. And I think that's probably something that's gonna, if she isn't really cutthroat, but maybe some of the things she do in the process comes off that way, there's probably something where she's going to experience a lot of setbacks because people see her or experience her in a different way than what she truly is, and people are going to find her like a tough pill to kind of like swallow, and that's probably where she's going to run into difficulties. So maybe she need to kind of like change her um approach a little bit, maybe when it comes to people, because that can be kind of off-putting to some people to see a woman who is kind of like take charge like that. Some people will like it, some people won't, honey. Hero, I feel like he's just gonna kind of fall into obscurity for a minute, like he's gonna just kind of fall back um after this because right now it just feels like very like, I don't really care to do this anymore. So yes, to answer your question, I don't think they're gonna miss each other. Quite frankly, I think they'll be both be happy to be out of each other's vicinity, to be away from each other. Because for whatever reason, it's some bad blood here, or just like it's a need for separation, a need for moving on, or something like that here. So yeah, I don't see any love lost here. But yeah, I would say he definitely does not have a positive outlook on her as a person. For whatever reason, whatever happened between the two, after this, I do see him falling into kind of like a more quiet life or obscurity. Like he may be doing more like what they call it, like Sundance Festival kind of like films. They're not like big screen, but they still more kind of along the lines. I guess you can kind of say still like with this whole after film, like they kind of bubble to the surface, but they don't quite make it mainstream. Whereas she is probably gonna fall into something similar for a bit, but then she's gonna end up reemerging, kind of coming back bigger and better than ever, because she really wants to be a star. She really has like a goal in mind that she wants to do, she wants to achieve. But she probably needs to be cautious in the way that in her approach, because people are not going to take well to her personality or her approach and how she's going about it. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. Let me know if there's something I kind of left out or overlooked, or something that you can add that would add more context to this reading, because for somebody who don't know anything about either one of these actors and just trying to kind of go in blind and understand what this energy is, yeah, I'm literally just reading off the cards what I'm getting and the energy that I'm feeling. So, um, let me know if you like this reading. Give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see the next time I upload. With that, I wish you all a great day. Thank you for the recommendation, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.